YouTube found a community, Al Jardine fans, random people on the internet. My name is Giggens, and we are here today to chat about Al's brand new EP, Islands in the Sun. Following last year's standalone single, Wish, we find Al continuing to go through his vaults and finishing up stuff he's had hanging around for a while. And this time we're treated to a 4-track EP, and these songs sound vibrant and fresh and exciting, and we're Beach Boys fans. We love hearing new Al. The title track, Islands in the Sun, actually dates back to 1996 when they began working what became the Stars and Stripes album. Al had this song hanging around. It just didn't fit the feeling for what was happening in that time, for what became the country record. But this song features both Matt Jardine and Bruce Johnston, so some Beach Boys-y action happening on this one. One thing of note that I really like on this track is how Al has been able to play with his voice over the years, and in this one in particular, he's doing the low bottom end, and it sounds just like Mike, and it's insane how... One of my favorite things about the Beach Boys is they were always able to sort of emulate one another. I mean, Al was able to do Brian's stuff in the 60s on stage. Obviously, Brian's been doing the lower voice stuff over the years too. Hearing Matt do the high parts, they blend together so well. But this song is just like, it feels like summer. It's sunny. It's the perfect song to listen to at the pool or by the beach. I like the parts with the manatees swimming around, the xylophone touches, the rich background voices, the accordions. It just captures that feeling of like carefree, everything's cool, the sun is out, for this little bit of time, life is fine. My Plane Leaves Tomorrow is a really interesting song about like leaving for war, but I love the excellent guitar playing on this thing, the wonderful harmonies throughout this track in the verses, and then Neil Young in the chorus, who recorded his parts way back in the day in 2010 during Al's solo album, Postcard from California. He just sounds so confident and cool on it, which is a very Neil Young-esque trait of his voice, but it's a very contemplative track that finds nice warmer moments as it goes on, but the vocal melody is great, hearing the guys stretch their voices is cool, and at the end, Taps is played, performed by Flea from the Chili Peppers, because he's a trumpet player, it's his first instrument. Flea, Neil Young, Al Jardine. Now that's the power trio I want to see. Highway 101 is a remake of Smokey Joe's Cafe, if you will. Al actually called Mike Stoller to get permission to sort of like, or get not permission, but be like, hey, are you cool with this, So he sent over the words to him and showed him what it was all about, and it just works. The ripping sax solo, the groovy, chunky rock and feel. And the Beach Boys kind of did a couple of songs like this back in the day where they would take elements of songs and reimagine them, most famously with Student Demonstration Time. Crumple Car ends the EP, and it's a folky indie ballad, if you will. Al sounds wonderful on this track. His voice just sounds like 1966, like nothing ever changed. The rubbery bass adds some really good texture and grounding to this acoustic track, but for me, it's a great ode to a vehicle and having watched the world change and the ecology of the earth surrounding this metal beast, if you will. We love a good car song from the Beach Boys, and here's a new one, Crumple Car. There's a couple of interviews out now with Al talking about this EP and just how much he's got in the vaults, and he's got the time now, and he's going through things and picking things apart and figuring out what he wants to do with it and how to put it out, which is great for us because, as Beach Boys fans, we want new material. And Al's just got a wonderful voice, his band is good, everybody he recorded these songs with is top-notch. You got Flea, you got Neil Young, you got Matt, you got Bruce. Like, it's just all the people he wants to jam with, and it sounds cool. These songs sound fresh and vibrant, and they're exciting. Nothing about these songs says, like, phoning it in. Like, there's some heart and soul here, and it's exactly what we need. Summer's coming. We got some new Beach Boys-esque material here. He's going to go on tour pretty soon with the Pet Sounds Band. And there's some information about the box sets coming out this year, or box set. We're still not really clear on like what is exactly going to be in it. It's more than likely a Love You box set, but we don't really know for sure. So we'll find out at some point. But yeah, that's how I feel about this one. It's hard to rate EPs. It's only 4 songs. So out of a 10, I'm going to give it an 8. An 8 out of 10. Solid stuff. I just wish there was more, And Al has more. So maybe a full album on the way. Maybe he'll do a Ringo and put out EPs for the next handful of years. We'll find out. But yeah, 8 out of 10. Super solid. I love this thing. Dig it if you haven't heard it. It's worth your listen. So there you go. My name is Giggens. This has been Al Jardine's Islands in the Sun. An honor to review a brand new Al Jardine project. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below, and we could chat about Al. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.